What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B-Hop Radio Shout In. As always, I got my podcast partner off in this thing, OG Gangsta Wicked, a.k.a. Big Galaxy of Ghetto Mafia.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
Hey, man.
Pretty day out here today, man. No, look at that. It's not one cloud in the sky. Somebody came into my DM and said, man, you and B-Hop, man, y'all ain't sitting over city like that. That's a green screen like they be doing on ESPN. So I said, I'm going to do this right here for y'all. Sound like green screen? You want me to dive about it?
Hell no! Hey, but I mean, the Falcons, man, I mean, they hurt your heart week, first game of the season. How you feeling?
I'm sick of the Falcons.
Oh, no. Don't say that.
I'm bored. The Falcons, this is how I go. Mm-hmm. Georgia Bulldogs, they lift our spirit every Saturday.
That's right.
Win, lose, or draw. And I ain't just talking about since Georgia been the national champs and we don't went on the Kirby run. Even when we had Mark Riss back in the day, we still were competitive.
Okay.
So you felt good about the product the next day.
Yeah.
Even though times we couldn't beat Spurrier at Florida, we couldn't beat Saban at Alabama.
Yeah.
We still we fought.
That's right.
You have to beat us in overtime.
Exactly.
Then on Sunday, the Falcons.
My God.
You already, they take the wind out your sail, man. So by the time I get in here Monday, that's why I'm always in a bad mood with you. I apologize. So you need to blame it on the Falcons for my attitude. Because if you start doing the show on Saturday, we do the show Saturday night after Georgia, you'll get the best version of it.
Yeah, exactly. Now,
you be doing it after Monday morning, you're getting this version right here.
I mean, so but do you think that the Falcons will be in New Orleans for Super Bowl?
I know that behind Wick will.
Hey, man, you know, the latest trending news right now is that they got Kendrick Lamar performing Super Bowl halftime this year. Super Bowl is going to be in New Orleans. A lot of people felt as though Lil Wayne should have been performing Super Bowl halftime in New Orleans.
Duh.
However, you know, Kendrick Lamar got that spot. Master P, he's the city ambassador for entertainment in New Orleans that weekend. So I'm pretty sure it's still going to be a lot of no-limit cash money stuff going on around the city. But as for halftime at the Super Bowl, I think it's going to be the Kendrick Lamar show as far as what we know right now.
That's... when I heard that Beehive, and I'm not hating on Kendrick Lamar. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick Lamar right now, the people love him.
He the hottest thing in hip-hop right now. He the hottest
thing in hip-hop right now. He done already, you know what I'm saying, smash Drake, one of my favorite rappers. You know, talked about him like a dog, you know what I'm saying? So he's obviously winning right now. But I would say this right here, Beehive, let's just say we have a Super Bowl here in Atlanta. We have Super Bowl here in Atlanta. And we let people perform for that instead of Jermaine or, not perform the ambassador. Because when we had Super Bowl here, Jermaine was the ambassador, Jermaine Dupri. Yeah. So that's kind of what I meant. So imagine we having the Super Bowl here and then they pick the ambassador to be Master P. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what it feels like to me. You know what I'm saying? How are we having a Super Bowl in New Orleans and it's not it's not coming from cash money or no limit. I mean, point blank period, just hearing anything other than that, that raises a red flag with me. I don't get that at all. Yeah. Lil Wayne is arguably the greatest rapper in history. Yeah. Arguably. Has he done the Super Bowl yet?
I don't think so.
That's a double whammy. Now, maybe that's what I said too. I said when I heard it, I said, well, maybe Wayne did a Super Bowl or something that I don't forgot about. You know, and I'm pretty sure I don't forget about many of them. Yeah. So maybe he did the Super Bowl or something. I started thinking, I said, nah, that was Snoop them that did it, you know. Maybe he did a Super Bowl that we don't know about, and that's what. And they say, we tired of Wayne, so let's get somebody new. Yeah. But that didn't happen. Yeah. So this is puzzling. Is I don't understand that at all. I think that that Master P, being ambassador for it, that's a great thing. Because I'm sure that he's gonna have shows all around the city, kind of like what Jermaine was doing when they were giving to Jermaine. They had me on one show. You know what I'm saying?
Why you always calling folks out?
Well,
How did this become about you?
I didn't say that. I didn't say it behind his back. I told him right into his DM face. To his DM face. I told him, Jermaine, you done had me on one goddamn show. Shit. But you know what I'm saying? P being ambassador, I think that's 50% of the cake is, you know, that's I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. But not having Lil Wayne, bruh, do the Super Bowl, I don't get that at all. It almost seemed like we're being punked. I mean, what goes better than New Orleans and Lil Wayne? Maybe I'm missing something. Am I missing something?
No,
Am I a hater?
No,
There's gonna be people coming to comments and say I'm hating on Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Wick, you just hating on Kendrick. I'm just saying it's like having, you know,
peanut butter and jelly.
Correct. You know, you do a Super Bowl in LA, you get Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg them.
Yep.
You understand?
Did Kendrick jump up there with them that year?
I'm not sure, but that's where he should have been. That,
Yeah.
you know, you do a Super Bowl and it's in Minnesota. You have Prince.
Yeah.
You know, you do it in Indiana. You have Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5.
Yeah. Do it in New York. You better bring out Jay-Z.
You better bring out Jay if it's in New York. Exactly. What Alicia Keys talking about New York, New York. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get that at all. For the people that's, you know, of, you know, New Orleans, of the state of Louisiana, I'm outraged for you. You don't even have to say one thing. I'm outraged for you. I said it's BS, it's bull malarkey, whatever you want to call it. It's crap, man. Not having Lil Wayne as the performer, the number one performer at a Super Bowl in New Orleans, period.
A situation like this puts everybody in a tight bind because, I mean, obviously right now Kendrick Lamar is on one of those runs, but, you know, it just doesn't make any sense not to have Lil Wayne in New Orleans. So it's one of those things that is so doggone political that you should have just said Wayne and Kendrick together if you want to get them both in there at the same time and please everybody.
But let me ask you something right here, behind, and you know me, I'm always gonna play the devil's advocate. Even though Drake is not from New Orleans, he was Young Money.
Yeah.
You know the relationship between him and Wayne.
That's right.
Like this, you know. Does that have any role to play with? Do you think that maybe that Wayne would have done something with Kendrick if there wasn't nothing going on between Drake and...
Yeah, they would have both been in there. That would have been an easy call.
You see what I'm saying? So once you, like you said, once you get political stuff, and here's the thing that you and I talk about a lot, and I be telling people this in the comments all the time, that even if stuff doesn't get to violence and stuff, now you be seeing the political play. It hurts families when you out here, you making these diss records, then you divide people. You make people have to take a side. You make people have to choose this way right now. You understand what I'm saying?
And somebody's gonna be offended. Nobody wins when the family feuds, like Jay-Z says.
And also let's keep it real. It's unfair on Kendrick now. You got to realize Kendrick is fixing to be in a city. Doing a Super Bowl with the sentiment is, why ain't the greatest rapper in the world doing the Super Bowl that's from here? That's one thing. And then you went after his number one partner in the rap game at the time. And so now that's kind of alienated. So now you got Kendrick in the middle of that mess. You see what I'm saying? So the whole thing just stinks. I don't see how it makes any kind of sense. But like I say, everybody's smarter than me.
But then that also means that Drake is going to have to take a beating for another 5 to 6 months until the Super Bowl because you know Kendrick is going to perform not like us at the Super Bowl.
Right.
So it's like now you've been getting beat all year long, and then the man hits the Super Bowl and beats you one more last time in front of the whole world.
But see, like I said, that gets tricky. Like I said, you know, that's pushing a person. You know, I don't see anything good coming out of the entire thing. Maybe just me. You know what I'm saying? But I know that if I'm Drake, and I hear B-High sitting up there in Decatur doing a show, the Super Bowl in Decatur, and rapping Not Like Us to me, and I have to see that, it's not going to sit well with me and my people.
So then I'm going to ask you this. What happens if Kendrick hits the stage, then Wayne comes out, then Drake comes out?
Now you got
and
something.
everything is all good again.
Now you got something
They
fire.
might have just saved hip hop.
I can ride with
They
that.
might
And
have
you
just
know what?
saved hip-hop
You
with
know
that.
what? Let's call for that. Let's
Okay.
put it in the atmosphere.
Okay,
you
I'm
know
with
what I'm
that.
saying?
I'm with that.
All that can happen is it doesn't happen.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So let's call that right now that is squashed. That Kendrick comes out and kills the Super Bowl, brings Wayne out, and him and Drake make up to the rest of the world and save hip hop. Let's call that right there. Let's put that in the atmosphere.
I mean, do y'all agree with us out there on that? Can y'all hit the comments and agree with us on something? Okay, how about that?
Right. Or do they think it's ugly?
Oh, do you
Hey,
think
if y'all think it's ugly, just put hashtag it's ugly. Other than that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, let's pray for the best, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Let's just pray for the best. That I think what you're saying right there behind, I thought about that. That would be the best thing.
Yeah.
That would be the biggest flex in the game.
Yeah.
That would be something that I would come that night at 2 o'clock in the morning and do this podcast
Exactly.
to talk about that. But if y'all think that's just fool's gold right there, put hashtag is ugly.
Holla at your folk, man. Behind Radio Shouty, Big Galaxy. We out of this thing, man. Go on.